The following is a presentation of Cardiff Metropolitan University Exchange Programme. This exchange programme has been in existence since 1985 and over 125 students from Long Beach have studied in Cardiff. The campus is located in King, which is a suburb about 4 miles outside of Cardiff. Here you see the pictures of the dorms, and this is the indoor track facility they have on campus. A lot of the activity classes take place in this facility. This is one of the weight rooms adjacent to the facility. You can see a picture on the outside of the track here with the rugby field. And then again, this is inside the track. This is the field hockey. And here's their weight training center. Then in one picture of the inside of one of the gyms, where they do gymnastics, trampolining, basketball, volleyball. This is their rec center. It's a bit smaller than ours, but a lot of the students there train with their teams. They also have an indoor tennis center. This is the student union / bar. And this is the dining hall with typical British food. Although it's a lot better than it used to be. This is a squash court. Squash is a big sport over there. And this is the indoor sports facility for badminton and stuff like that. Again, they have an indoor tennis center. A lot of the regional tennis players would practice there in the winter. And again, their rec center, which is a lot smaller. Campus is pretty small relative to Long Beach, but most of it is kinesiology-based facilities. Okay, here we go to downtown Cardiff now with a picture of the castle and the downtown shopping areas. They have Five Guys there now, which is massive. Holds about 200 people. They have McDonald's. There's McDonald's everywhere. There's another McDonald's, about 100 yards away from the other McDonald's. And they have a mall right in the middle of town. So in Europe, you get a lot more shopping in downtown areas. It's a picture of City Hall. And there's a good public transportation system there in Cardiff, so it's easy to get around. So the university itself is about 4 miles from downtown, about the same distance as Long Beach State is from downtown Long Beach. And there's a picture of the Hyatt Hotel in downtown Cardiff. Cardiff's a population of about 300,000. A lot of major sporting events going on there. This coming June, they have the European Championships soccer there. On the right, you see a picture of Roath Park Lake, which is about a mile from the campus. Sainsbury's is one of the big grocery stores there. They do have big grocery stores. You can see they have a Mexican food section there if you want some basically bad Mexican food. Now this is about a mile from the university. This is a castle. Cardiff has castles, but this is about 10 miles outside of Cardiff, called Caerphilly. There are lots of castles in Wales, most densely castled place in Europe. The Welsh didn't build them, the English did. They built them because if they were outside their castles, it wouldn't be safe for them. Again, this is about 10 miles from the campus that you would study at. Now, this castle only ever saw battle once, I believe, in the English Civil War. Okay, so that was Cardiff. Now we go to the University of Limerick in Ireland. This exchange has been going on since about 2012, and this is for both the fall and spring semesters. I visited Ireland 2 years ago and came to this little town about 20 miles outside of Limerick, which has connections with President Obama. They've claimed him as an ancestor. So in this little town, there's all Irish flags and American flags. And just off the freeway, you have the Obama food court. Okay, here we see a map of Limerick itself. The University of Limerick campus, again, is about 4 or 5 miles outside of downtown Limerick. It's a much bigger campus than Cardiff. They have a sports facility that's similar to our rec centre. Now, the University of Limerick has probably about 12 to 15,000 students, which is a large university in Europe. Here's a picture of their International Education Office. That there is on top is the picture of the president of the university's house. They have a little White House. Lots of modern buildings, lots of old buildings on this campus. It's divided by a river, the Shannon. And here you see some of the dining, not the dining, the residential facilities that are on campus. You get to have your own room. You can see that's one person's room with their own bathroom, shower, and desk area. You have a communal eating area and a communal lounge, which you share with 4 to 8 people. And that's a picture on the top there of the housing office on campus. Again, both Ireland and Wales are very green compared to Long Beach, but there's a reason for that. On the top there you see a picture of the main entrance to the library. I wasn't allowed to take pictures in the library, so because they don't allow you to take pictures of books there. Again, in the middle of campus they have their student union / bar. Here we see some of the sporting facilities in the rec centre there. The rec centre is open to students. You have to pay a fee, I believe. Although if you ask them for a discount, they might be able to do that. But it's very similar to the one we have at Long Beach State. These are pictures of Irish hurling teams or Gaelic football teams. And this is their rec centre. Okay, this is a picture of your desk in a standard dorm room. Again, you have your own bed, you have your own shower. sharing a room in Europe would be thought of as being weird. So you can see the top left there, your own basically, it's a small shower, toilet, sink. Then you have a communal cooking area, communal dining area. Again, this is the middle of the student union, right in the middle of campus. They have a small, like 7-Eleven type of store in the student union. You can buy produce, although most of the students in the dorms buy their produce at supermarkets off campus, a lot cheaper. This is the physical education and sports science building. So they have two majors there, exercise science and physical education. These are the instructional facilities in Limerick. So you have a PC computer lab. You have like their own gymnasium for physical education and activity classes. What you need to know, overseas, there are no such things as general activity classes. The only people doing activity classes are the people that are in sport. These are some of the exercise science laboratory facilities they have there. Now, both the University of Limerick and Cardiff Metropolitan University have master's programs and Ph.D. programs. In fact, most of the sports science research in Ireland is done here, and most of the sports science research in Wales is done in Cardiff Met. Wouldn't be unusual to see international athletes on the campus of University of Limerick. In fact, you'd probably see them most of the time. This is a picture of a summer camp that I observed while I was there a couple of years ago. And then biomechanics lab. And a typical classroom that they have there. This is the PE classroom stroke lab that they have there. Okay, we're now at downtown Limerick, about 4 miles away. Population of Limerick is about 110,000, so it's about the size of like Santa Barbara. It feels that way. It's the third largest city in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland. They have McDonald's as well, big ones. And you can see there's castles there. The same person that built castles in Wales pretty much built castles in Ireland. And in a second here, we'll see a video of the river. That goes out, the River Shannon, that goes out to the sea. And this is right in downtown Limerick. One of the things Limerick has is the Munster rugby team. So you might want to go to that. Now, there's lots of pubs in both Cardiff and Ireland. They're all good. People don't go to pubs to get smashed. They go to pubs to talk to each other. And this was a pub that I went to with some Irish music. Unfortunately, you can't hear the music because I had to strip the audio from the original movie for this. And that's it. The University of Limerick and Cardiff Metropolitan University, both good places to study on exchange.